Right now, savings goals might feel out of reach, but with the U.S. Bank mobile app, we can help you put money aside in a way that won't make you miss it. Using personalized insights, you can save in a way that works in real life and all the curveballs that come with it. So let's get you closer to whatever it is you're saving for. Because at U.S. Bank, even our tools are smart enough to put people first. U.S. Bank. We'll get there together. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
The following is a Hoop Ball presentation.
Ooh, base ballers. Welcome back to another episode of Today in Sports Betting. I am your host, Devin Ellington. We're at DALE007 on Twitter. Hey, welcome back in. Welcome in for the new listeners. Hopefully we got a few today. I think we do. Like I said, I'm Devin. The show is Today in Sports Betting, a hoop-ball.com presentation. Find the show at Hoopball Gaming. Make sure to check our free content out in the forums also. Up-to-date chats and bantering about all sorts of happenings throughout the NBA. Minute by minute news, health, and transactional blurbs. Then we have premium content. Wager Pass is $9.99, 33 cents a day. 33 cents a day. Then there's the Hoopball 360, of course. It's just going to be all the packages put together. You know, this is if you want the fantasy pass, you want the DFS pass, and then if you want the wager pass. So we do have options aplenty. Shout out to Blake at Blake LaWatch, one of our contributors. He is hitting his free play streak. Cashed a free play last night. I threw a couple little fun ones in the Discord that didn't pan out, barely missed. I took Brandon Belt to have more total bases than Ramel Tapia plus 110. And this was in the Discord, so you're going to have to get into the premium side if you want to get into the Discord. That's the best part, the biggest part for it for me. But anywho, oh yeah, and then I had Alex Dickerson over 3 runs, hits, or RBIs. He had 2. Both those fun little ones missed. But we got plenty more to dig into today. Did hit on a 2.25 unit play on the Royals yesterday. So at least we had that. Getting that 2 unit play is that was nice and big. Gonna have the promo reads in the middle of the show in a separately recorded segment. But I need to remind you about the promo codes for Manscaped and MyBookie. I'll be real brief. Manscaped, we're going to run promo code HoopBall20, HOOPBALL20. Guess what? My package with my Manscaped goodies just got here. Oh, yeah. Might have to do a little before and after on Twitter. Tag Manscaped. so y'all can see the work that it does. MyBookie.ag. MyBookie. Promo code's easy. It's just Hoopball. Hoopball, HOOPBALL. Use those promo codes. All right. Gonna kind of pick it up a little here. I'm gonna talk heavy baseball. If we have time, I will look into the NBA. It'll be a brief brushing if I do. There is quite a bit of Major League Baseball to talk about. So let's commence. Kansas City and Pittsburgh, 5:35. Nah, let's start Minnesota, Cleveland. Kenta Maeda, Aaron Civale. Right-handed pitchers, over under 8. Minnesota's minus 115 on the money line. Kenta Maeda's got a roughed up ERA, 6.11. A lot of sharp money coming in on Cleveland, if what I'm seeing is correct. Phil Cousy, umpire tonight, lead ref. Home money line records 3-0 on the year. And the under has a record of 2-1. Byron Buxton, questionable again. And we do have wind blowing 10 miles per hour to right field. Both team totals are set at 4. A lot more shade to the over for those team totals. I'm seeing over 8 as some really good value for the fact that Kenta Maeda has been getting served up a little this season. Civale, he's not been great the last year and a half, 2 years. I mean, he gives up his fair share of runs and hits and such. No significant trends as far as totals for these teams. But there's been at least 8 runs scored in 4 of the last 5 games for Minnesota. And same case for Cleveland. So with these pitchers on the mound, with the offense that could be generated, excuse me, then, I like the chances of an over 8. I think that's very, very reasonable. And I will be probably looking to play that. Yeah. First game of the day, 5:10 Central PM. So then it's the Kansas City Royals with the best record in the AL. Taking on Pittsburgh. The Pirates are 500. Jacob Junis, Tyler Anderson. Righty versus lefty. I'll highlight some hitters that hit pretty well against lefties. Carlos Santana, Whit Merrifield, Andrew Benintendi gets an upgrade. All very decent OPS percentages for the Royals lineup. The Pirates, though, balanced hitting. Adam Frazier hits 328 against righties. Their on-base percentages are very, very balanced. Something tells me that I think Pittsburgh's going to win this game, but I'm still going to go, I'm looking at the total, and I do like Kansas City's team total of over 3.5. That's going to be my Royals play of the day. So 8 is the total in this game. I think we could get halfway there within the first 3 innings. So right now I'm going to stick with over 3.5 for the Royals team total over. Then if we move on to 6:05, got Corey Kluber and Bruce Zimmerman taking on each other. Yankees, Orioles in the Camden Yards. Bruce Zimmerman is a left-handed pitcher who has very bad peripherals. I think tonight probably going to get lit up by the Yankees. I've got over 9.5 right here. Banking on the success of the Yankees bats coming through. I'm sure they have a high team total set, 5.5. Yep. I could see the Yankees being the reason why this total hits. I was looking at Baltimore under 4, but I don't trust the Yankees pitching enough to do that. Corey Kluber could give up 4 by himself. He just is not right. He hasn't looked right since he went to Texas and since he got hurt, and he's older, so. Then we have Max Scherzer on the mound tonight against Trent Thornton. I think his name's Trent. Yeah, Trent Thornton. Nationals, Blue Jays. This game's going to be in Buffalo because that's where Toronto's playing their home games. Washington minus 118. I know it's going to be a trendy pick because Scherzer's on the mound and all that, but I'm picking it because of who's on the mound for Toronto. I want to do a hold. I want to see if Trey Turner plays. If Trey Turner plays, I'm taking this. If not, I think I'll probably end up backing off. Trey Turner is just too good. He makes a big difference, especially in this Washington lineup. The Nationals do not hit righties that great, though. So that's one thing that will also give me pause. Blue Jays are terrible against righties. And it's Max Scherzer on the mound. I could see him getting about 12 strikeouts tonight. Blue Jays strike out a ton. Might look at targeting the Washington offense. Their team total's 4.5. That's still a little too high for me. Maybe some player props, though. Maybe look into something. DFS stacks. That game's at 6:07 Central Standard or Central Daylight, whatever. PM. All right. Next game. Red Sox taking on the Mets. I'll be quick on this one because I do have to pick every Boston game on the season. I'm just looking at the over in this one. I know the Mets offense has been struggling lately, or been struggling in general all year. Syndergaard had to score his own runs his last start. But Garrett Richards on the mound, David Peterson. I could definitely see a lot of runs being given up, earned and unearned, because these two teams in this matchup, and this will be a fun little series, by the way, Boston and New York, the Mets. But Boston, they got a few guys that really like to hit against lefties. David Peterson's a lefty. He has a 6.75 ERA. It's, yeah, I mean, something's just telling me to go with the over. It's not backed by a ton of factoids or concrete numbers, so I apologize. But, I've seen how bad Garrett Richards has pitched. I think they actually need to move him to the bullpen. Alex Verdugo and Carlos Arroyo are both questionable right now. So if they get them in, that will be nice and big for the Red Sox. That'll be a very big upgrade there. And an upgrade towards the probability of the total hitting over. Oakland and Tampa Bay take each other on. Frankie Montas, Michael Wacha. Both right-handed pitchers. Frankie Montas giving up a lot of runs this season. These two teams played in a very exciting game last night. If you like 2-1 exciting games, I mean, it was close. There was diving catches. There were strikeouts at timely points of the game. Rays have cooled off a lot as of late, losing 4 of their last 5. A's, as you know, won 12 straight recently. And, I think with these two pitchers on the mound, it gives me a little less confidence in this game. Michael Wacha had a completely just phenomenal start last time out. He was involved in the game going under because he shut out the other team, essentially. So I'm going to punt on this game. Like I said, this is going to be a Turbo Tuesday, so I'm going to have to move quickly through some stuff. Miami, Milwaukee. This is probably going to be another one I'm not as opinionated on. I haven't had a lot of luck with the Marlins this year and betting on them. Hauser's on the mound. Adrian Hauser on the mound for the Brewers, which he's always hard to bet against. Dan Castano. I don't know much about this young lefty. Hoop ballers. Let's talk about your balls. Yep, your balls and the area around them. Let's talk about manscaped.com. Go there and use promo code HoopBall20, HOOPBALL20. Use the promo code and go check out all the tools they have of trimming the hedges and taking care of your lawn, like the Lawnmower 3.0 with a built-in LED light to help you get into those dark dye crevices on the inner parts. Also, the Gooch. It is hard to get to the Gooch if you can't see it. So use the LED light with the anti-tugless technology on the razor full long battery life. Then check out the Weed Whacker. Bring that out of the shed. Use it on your shrubs. Cut down what you need down to bare minimum if you need to. It's got a nice anti-tugless technology just like the Lawnmower 3.0. It's also got a lithium battery. And best news of all, these things are waterproof. So that way you can do it in the shower and take care of business in the cleanest way possible. Hoopball20 is the promo code that's going to get you free shipping as well as 20% off. I recommend using it. I recommend getting the complete care kit with your free shipping and your 20% off. Spend a little extra, get a lot more. There's a good care kit there for us gentlemen: face scrub, shampoo, ball treatment, and the area that surrounds our balls. I believe there's even a pair of underwear in there for our balls. So yeah, that's going to conclude the talk about our balls. Now let's talk about bets. MyBookie.ag is where all the hoop ballers take care of their winnings and where we place all of our wagers that we post in our article in the Wager Pass, as well as our free plays and our Discord chats. Yes, MyBookie.ag. Use promo code HOOPBALL, HOOPBALL. Let them know that we sent you. Hell, specifically type in my name. I want them to know. But most importantly, you got to let them know what podcast that is. And it is Today in Sports Betting. You let them know that we sent you, and then we as a family get to grow. And then we get to set you up to reap more benefits. And that is what's important to us, because we are here to help you win money. And that is why we recommend MyBookie. Their slogan is bet, win, get paid. And it's quite simply that easy. Use Bitcoin to get going. That's a high recommendation of VM Center at Vince Miracle, our guy. It's a recommendation of me. It's so easy. Dan Bespris, the Podfather, Aaron Bruschi, the Godfather, they get in there, they get going with Bitcoin, they get their money in and out, and it's easy peasy. Hoopball's the promo code. Use that. Let them know that we sent you. MyBookie.ag. Bet, win, get paid. Now, as a podcast, we have your balls and your bets covered. And without further ado, we have Today in Sports Betting. I like the Marlins when they go against lefties. I know that. Miguel Rojas is questionable. That's a big thing for the Marlins. That was another thing I was worried about. You know, this is one of those that I could see going under. A lot of Marlins games have gone under this year. Adrian Hauser on the mound for the Brewers, so under 8 doesn't seem too impossible. Philly, St. Louis, Zach Eflin, Mr. Martinez, Carlos Martinez with his 6.0 ERA. He's not really able to make it out of the early parts of the innings without a lot of damage. So I might look at Philadelphia to get off to a jump early. And I might look for the Phillies to win this game outright. Minus 110. Both these teams are 500. These teams are almost identical. I like, and here I'm going to pull up some numbers. I'm going to look into this a little more. It's a very evenly matched. It's the number 16th and number 17th rated teams. Pulling up some overview right now. St. Louis. Man, Philadelphia has a minus 14 run differential. I didn't know they were that bad. St. Louis plus 3. Pretty even on opponent strikeouts per game. This play's solely going to be on how bad Martinez has been. Philly with a bit higher slugging percentage, a little bit higher on base percentage, as well as on base plus slugging. Excuse me. Honestly, this is just a complete coin flip game. I just like the Philadelphia side a little bit better due to pitching. And if you look at strikeouts per game, Philly is at 18th as a pitching staff. I think there's a chance there's a little bit of an uptick. Like they might get an extra strikeout against these Cardinals bats. The weather's supposed to be nice. A little overcast, 76 degrees, wind 12 miles per hour to left in St. Louis. Didi Gregorius and Gene Segura, I believe, are going to be in for the Phillies. Maybe not Segura, but Gregorius is back. JT Real Muto against righties hits 327. Harper hits 352. Nick Maton hits 381. Team totals are a little high for what I was wanting to go for, so I'll lay off that bit. But I do like the Phillies outright. Yeah. Move on from that one. Los Angeles, Texas. It's Mike Fultonovich. It's Jose Quintana. Lefty, righty. Angels, Rangers. Over under is 9 right now. I'm going over 9. That's an easy one to me. Overs with these Angels team or the Angels games as well as the Rangers. It's just too easy. These teams scored a crap ton of runs last night. They just have bad pitching and bad bullpens. So it's easy to target that stuff. And then also, I'm looking at XFIB and Fangraphs and what they're projecting today. Mike Fultonevich looking pretty good to go against today because he is going to be looking at maybe giving up an expected fib of 7.88. He's got an expected ERA at 9.25. Ten walks per 9 innings. He's going to give up a bunch today, I think. So you might be looking at targeting the Angels. But I like the over nonetheless in this one. Seattle, Houston. Houston's going up against a left-handed pitcher. Might just go ahead and look at their team total right off the bat. Over 4.5. It's at minus 127 right now. I bet you could find it minus 125 on my bookie. I'm scoping all the books right now. Overall market. Definitely put that in our card and look at it a little later on. But that's probably going to be my play on that game. Detroit, Chicago White Sox, Jose Urena, Lucas Giolito. Giolito's ERA has swelled over his last start or two. I think you got to leave this game alone. From my standpoint, I definitely am. I'm not looking to get involved with it in too many ways. Definitely not DFS as well. Real briefly, I'm going to talk about the Cubs and the Braves. I forgot to. Since I got them set as my favorite team, it always puts them at the top, you know. So I always forget to get them in the time rotation. 6:20 p.m. Central Standard. Trevor Williams, Ian Anderson. Over 8.5 looks good to me because these two bats or these two offenses, teams' bats are, you know, actually doing really well right now. And well, Victor Carapazza, main umpire. The under has a record of 1-3. Javi Baez still questionable. But the Braves, I think, are going to be able to beat up the Cubs pitching staff and the bullpens. San Diego, Arizona. I'm going over 9. Like a lot of overs tonight. I think there's just really good opportunity. The Padres could get this total themselves. Colorado, San Fran. You know, you might have to going to spend up a bit, but what I'm looking to do is maybe play like 3.3 units on the Giants, because I think this is just a series that they're going to control against the Rockies. The Rockies are a bad team. They're just not deep at all. They don't have hitting. I mean, they rank towards the bottom in the majors in just about every offensive measure, every batting ratio. It's bad. San Francisco, however, they can hit, and they are a decent ball club. They got good players, better than Colorado's, and their pitching is better throughout. So that'll probably be something I'm looking to do. I just like the fact that Aaron Sanchez has been having a good year for the Giants. Gosman has. Desclafani looked decent yesterday. Chichi Gonzalez, though, he's been pitching all right for the Rockies. But I just, after the 12-0 throttling last night, I just think this is a series that San Fran controls. I think they maybe win like 6-0 tonight. Like they blank them again. It's just going to be something like that. So last game is Cincinnati, Los Angeles, the Dodgers. You got Jeff Hoffman on the mound facing Walker Buehler. Buehler at 9:10 p.m. Central. This is the Reds. This is the Dodgers. Not too sure how I feel about it. I will say, Angel Hernandez, lead umpire, the under record for him. The under is 4-0. Wonder if that changes tonight. Over 7.5. Tucker Barnhart, Nick Castellanos, Jesse Winker. They all hit really good against righties. OPSs are pretty high. Dodgers struggle a little bit against righties. But hey, I don't know. Everything's got to balance out. I might look at that. Over 7.5. It's hard to back the Reds offense outside a Great American Ballpark, but I'm looking to do it. I'm going to take a peek, see at the NBA just to see if there's anything that sticks out that I might like. Milwaukee, Charlotte. Milwaukee -9. Over under 223. I'll look at the over. Portland, Indiana, over under 239.5. Let me look at that under. This total's been all over the place. It's spiked and all that. A lot of, like Dame being rolled in and out. Huge part. Brooklyn, Toronto. Over 233.5 looks good to me. Brooklyn doesn't play any defense. Toronto can score. Minnesota, Houston. Minnesota -1.5. 233.5 is the total. Nothing there. That's just two bad teams. Dallas, Golden State. Porzingis ruled out, if I'm not mistaken. It's the 8:30 game on TNT. Over under 225.5. I might look at the over in that one. Looks like all my plays that I like on the NBA are going to be totals. Over 223 in Milwaukee, Charlotte. Under 239.5 Portland, Indiana. Over 233.5 Brooklyn, Toronto. Over 225.5 Dallas, Golden State. That is going to wrap it up. That's going to be all that I break down. I'm going to make sure to get this show out quick and fast and in a hurry. Going to make sure to get there and get my plays in. Lock everything in for y'all. Make sure you know where I'm at. You'll be able to find that out, figure it out at hoop-ball.com. If you join premium, you'll be able to find out a lot more within the Wager Pass thoughts on Discord. And then there's also Twitter at DALE007. You can hit me up on there, ask me my thoughts on just about anything. If you have questions over a game or an angle, feel free to reach out to one of our pros, me personally, at Hoopball Gaming. Let us know what you need help with. Don't forget the promo codes. Don't forget to be safe today. Be kind and see if you can't do something nice for someone. I'm sending you all of my good vibes and all of my good energies. Let's have a wonderful day. Let's take care of some winnings. And today in sports betting is out.
This has been a Hoop Ball presentation.